Alright, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
This looks like a
But we're gonna go talk to the merchant over here. But, the tire was flat. And I'm like, alright, well, I can just go like 100 feet and fill up the tire at the air pumping station. And it's all fine. Because I'm okay with taking my car 100 feet on a flat tire. And that's all fine. Any farther than that? No, that's an issue. That's actually not a good idea because you'll fuck up the wheel. So I was like, alright, yeah, I'll go over there. I'm going to pump up the tire. It's not going to take too long. I'll have this done in like an hour. I'm sorry, an hour. I'll have this done in about 10 minutes. Get there, pay the thing, pump all the tires up, put gas in it. Just the normal shit. And check the oil and the coolant and everything. And just see what's going on there. So I get there. Alright, that's the wrong button. I might as well finish the story. So I get there, and there's this big truck full of alcohol that's delivering stuff to the gas station. So I'm like, alright, yeah. I have some time. I'll wait for this thing to get done with his delivery. And it's parked kind of next to the thing, but it's got that big dolly ramp that comes out of the back of the truck that he can take a dolly out and fill it full of cases of beer and stuff like that. Just big boxes of stuff. And they'll put that in there. There's a cat just running around. And I'm like, yeah, I can sit here and wait for a moment because I made sure to leave with enough time to actually get there, put air in my tires, and get to work for the meeting. So I'm sitting there, and 5 minutes passes, 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes. I'm sitting there for a good 45 minutes waiting for this guy to finish his fucking delivery, and I get on the phone with my work and say, hey, is there any way that I could conference call my way in? Like, you just put me on speakerphone and I'll listen in. Just let me do that because I'm having a hard time getting there because I've got a flat tire and these assholes are taking forever to get their delivery done with like 6 boxes. And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. But there's no meeting today. I'm sitting here like, what do you mean? The email said that we had a meeting today. I'm like, oh yeah, they changed that. It's next week. Like, are you serious? I had Veterans Day off and I could come in and I was able to be there for something work related for the first time in like 4 months. However many months it was, like 3 months, I don't know. It's been a while. So what are you doing between my legs? Alright, but I'm standing there on the phone and they say like, yeah, we changed the date. Like, no one gave me the email for that. I could be sitting at home not wearing a shirt and doing nothing. But instead I'm sitting in the gas station trying to fill up a flat tire. And I can't do it because there's this guy in the way. And he finally finishes his thing. I find out that I don't have a meeting. And I get to the pump station. And on the front of it, there's a sign that says, sorry, out of order. So I've been sitting there for 45 minutes waiting for a truck to move to get to a sign that says, we can't pump your shit. And I get to the point where I'm just trying to decide, is this worth it anymore? Do I just go home, or do I need to find another thing? And like, all right, so I have no meeting. At this point, I could just go back to my apartment, call AAA, and say, hey, I need to come pump up my tire. I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. I'll go do that. I'll call AAA. They'll come and do my thing. So I get there. So I get back to my apartment, 100 feet back the other direction, except it's really hard to get to my apartment from where I am because the gas station is a really crowded intersection. So it's really hard to get around there, especially with a flat tire. So I get around to so I get back into my parking spot, like 15 minutes of sitting there waiting for somebody to give me enough time to power a flat tire back to my apartment, or back into the alleyway of my parking lot. And I get there, I'm like, all right, I'm going to call AAA. Everything's going to be fine. So I call AAA. And they say, all right, yeah, somebody will be there in about 45 minutes. 2.5 hours later of me standing outside in 30-degree weather, this dude shows up, and he's like, hey, yeah, they said you weren't an emergency, and there was this lady who died in the middle of 315 in the middle lane, so we kind of picked her up first. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'm cool with that. I'm completely fine. I just had a flat tire. This lady had her car fuck off in the middle of a 3-lane highway or freeway. At this point, it would be a 6 lane, right? Because it goes all the way across. But on one side, there's 3 lanes. It was in the middle. Like, all right, yeah, you deal with that. And he comes up and he pumps this thing up in like 2 minutes, and he goes back inside, goes back and leaves. I'm like, motherfucker, how did you do that in 2.5 minutes? But the people that I usually go to are fucking closed, and it's broken. So I had a good, let's say, 3.5 hour adventure just trying to pump up my tire and not moving farther than about 200 feet. I didn't go back into my apartment because I was scared somebody was going to pull up on the site to fill up my tire, and I wasn't going to be there, and they were going to complain about it. So that was yesterday. And then the Blue Jackets lost. So let's go ahead and watch.
My friend, I am glad to see you have kept our appointment. Come, sit with me and share a drink of wine.
I do not have time for that.
It is a beautiful night. Let us enjoy the coolness of the air for a moment before turning to business.
Merchant, I am not here to take in the air. Who is behind the traffic of false icons?
Well, you see, it is no simple story. There are many involved in this terrible affair, but they would all tell you the same thing. Pity the trusting man, for he suffers great pain. Seek evil, and you will always find it.
Okay, look.
This one's a worthy fighter. A shame his curiosity will be fatal.
All right, look.
Sailing unknown waters always brings the risk of shipwreck.
I'm just trying to fuck up these dudes here.
The path to knowledge
Come on.
is perilous.
Oh, there we go. And you've been fucking around over there doing stuff. For God knows what reason, but easy. Oh shit. I'm getting better at the combat in this. They've changed the combat too much. Speak to the treacherous merchant. Oh, good. I get to kill you here.
A man who fights as well as you can perhaps afford to be trusting.
Talk, or you will meet the same fate as your friends.
That will not be necessary. Among the dunes, southeast of here, is the bandit camp where the fake mummies are made. I suppose you would go and destroy it now.
Better I smash the camp than your head.
Wait, why are we letting him go? Nah.
Destroying these forgeries will earn
All
the
right.
favor of the gods. As Ra lives, what a disgrace.
Yeah. But yeah, yesterday was a big fucking mess. But then today happened. Ohio State doesn't get embarrassed, except they do fuck up with Michigan State. They did fuck them up pretty good. It's like 48-3. Yeah. They were ranked 12th or some shit. That was rough. I enjoyed that. But the Blue Jackets also won, and they won in a shutout. And Sergei Bobrovsky, that dude's my boy. I like him. He had one hell of a save in overtime. It was a 2-on-0. Objective. Okay. Oh shit! It's not a bandit camp. Thank God, it's not like a. I was expecting like a cave again. Another bandit cave. Nobody needs a cave. Alright, we got a couple dudes here, one dude in the middle, horses. Looks to be about like four dudes out here. That'll be good. I'm looking the wrong way. I'll take out one or two before I get in there with the bow. Specifically this motherfucker. Look at this dude. He's coming all the way out here. I don't know what he's doing, but it's silly. Go ahead and mark him. Get that headshot, please. Where the hell is he going? Alright, this isn't working. I don't know where he's going. I need him to come back down because I can't get a good shot on his head. Whatever.
Where? Did you flee? Or hole up somewhere?
Alright, well. That took a bit.